Hi friends, it's your art teacher, Miss Barnett. In this week's lesson called Nature at Night, we've already looked at some artwork that shows nature or the outdoors at nighttime, and we looked at some photographs that show how land looks and some of the creatures that we might find outdoors at night. When we look at nature at night, it gives us all kinds of new ideas on how to create new art. So today I want you to think about, before we get started, what nighttime place in nature are you going to show in your picture? And how will the night sky appear in your picture? So think about how the sky looks at night. It's usually very dark out. We're going to use black and purple paint today, one or the other, to cover our drawings to make it look like nighttime. And so what you're going to need today is some crayons or oil pastels. Most of you don't have oil pastels, so I'm going to be using crayons for this project. And a piece of paper. I'm using a 12 by 18 sheet of paper, but any size paper you have will be fine. And then you have an option. You could either use watercolors, the dark watercolors, your black or your purple. And you can get a set of these for like less than $3 at H-E-B, I think. If not, it's pretty close to that, or Walmart also carries them. Or if you have it available to you, we can use either black or purple tempera paint, and we're going to water this down a little bit. So we're going to add water to this if we're going to use this option. So gather your materials, meet me back here, and we'll get started. All right, guys, so here's my paper, and I've got my crayons here. Of course, you can always practice drawing on a smaller piece of paper if you want to get your idea down and then move it to a bigger piece of paper that we'll paint on top of. The place that I'm going to draw in my picture is a memory from when I was a kid. My grandfather had a farm, and sometimes at night we would go fishing in the pond to get, because the fish would be out more at nighttime, and there'd be all kinds of fireflies in the trees. So I'm going to draw that in my picture, and then I'm going to make sure I include a moon and lots of dark colors because things look darker at night. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with my drawing, and you can watch. Think about something that you like at night in nature, or you can go on the internet and look at pictures of nighttime at nature if you do a Google search. I'm going to get started and you can follow along. Here we go. Sorry about that, guys. My video shut off halfway in between me coloring. So after I drew the nature scene, it's my grandpa's farm at his pond, I thought about how the land would look, how the sky would look, and any nighttime creatures I wanted to add to my picture. So I added a fish because sometimes fish are more active or awake at night. And then I added, it's kind of hard to see, these little yellow spots are going to be fireflies. You could think about other animals that might be awake at night in your picture. So then I drew that and I added details and then I colored it, and now I'm going to paint over it. I think I'm going to go ahead and use the watercolors, and I'm going to use the purple today. I'm going to go get my water cup and my brush, and we'll get started. All right, kiddos, here's my completed nature at night watercolor resist painting. I ended up doing watercolor, not the tempera. If you are using the tempera, I would make it where it's like very watery, almost like 50-50 paint, half water, and have your parent help you make that mix if that's what you decide to do. I ended up also mixing the black, oops, can't see, the black and the purple watercolor because the purple wasn't coming out quite as dark as I wanted it to. So you can do that as well. Or you could just use black, or you could just use purple. I hope you have lots of fun making your nature at night picture, and I cannot wait to see how beautiful they turn out. I will talk to you later, friends. Bye.